Hello, friends. AIOps, is it machine learning for IT operations or is there anything more to it? Let's find that out in this video today. Let's get started. So, why do we need AIOps? That's a fundamental question that comes to our mind. So, we have been managing big on premise data centers with racks and racks full of physical servers, deploying the servers, configuring those, deploying applications on top of it, managing it, operating it, monitoring it, with a big team doing that day in, day out for the last 10 or 20 years. So, do you think it is relevant now? I would say no. We have a big shift in the industry. We have cloud. All the mobile applications, desktop applications are deployed on cloud servers and they are pushing data on a daily basis to the cloud. So, we have huge amount of data and huge number of applications. How do we manage such a complex scenario? So, we have to redesign our applications and we are doing that using microservices architecture and deploying the applications on top of containers. So you clearly see here that we have moved along a long way from physical servers in on-premise data centers over to the cloud and then redesigning our applications to suit the cloud with microservices architecture and deploying those on top of containers. Do you think our tooling has moved at the same pace? I would say not exactly. So what to do now? That's the question that comes in our mind. Obviously, a team of any size, big or small, cannot humanly manage the amount of data being generated in the cloud. You seriously cannot expect them to keep the lights on when they are flooded with huge amounts of data and numerous applications on a daily basis thanks to cloud. The sheer amount of data being generated in the cloud cannot be monitored and managed by human operators alone. You need some extraordinary intelligence to do that. So here comes AI to your rescue. But before we dive into how AI solves the problem, let's drill down to the exact source of the problem. So, the complexity of managing the operations of modern IT environments exists at three levels. First, we have systems, where the actual infrastructure, either on premise or on cloud, is hosted. And then we have data, which is being generated by the systems in the form of logs, events, or metrics, or much more. And then we have tools on top of that to manage the data, get insights out of that data, and make decisions based on the data to manage the systems. So this is where we have all the complexity that we need to find the answers for. So we have different teams to manage the systems, data, and tools as well. We have IT ops, we have SRE, we have DevOps, and now if we bring AI ops into the mix, these teams come together to solve all the complexity that we have been discussing. Let's figure that out in this video further, how AI ops helps us find the solutions to the core problems of modern IT. Let's first try to understand what exactly is AI ops. So Gartner says AI ops combines big data and machine learning to automate IT operations processes. This includes event correlation, anomaly detection, and causality determination. That's a mouthful, right? Let's try to break it down further and try to make it more relatable and understandable. As we already know, that the modern IT environments are generating huge amount of data, and that data is very noisy and highly redundant. So what we need to do is we need to segregate the right data elements to identify the right problems and send it further for advanced analytics. Sometimes it could mean we have to eliminate almost 99% of the data. This is what we do in the data selection stage, making sure that we focus only on data elements that matter. Next stage is pattern discovery. In pattern discovery, we try to find the relationships between the meaningful data that we have already identified using correlation and group them together for further advanced analytics. Next stage is inference, where we actually identify the root causes of the problems and recurring issues, and this helps us further in planning the actions that we need to take to resolve these issues. The fourth stage is collaboration. This is where we notify the operators and appropriate teams and facilitate collaboration among them. This becomes even more important if the teams are geographically dispersed. Further, data of the incidents is preserved for future diagnosis of similar incidents, and this is key to building context over time, and it further helps in resolving future incidents. This leads us to the last stage, which is automation. Automation is the stage where we use the intelligence built over the previous stages and put it into application. We try to automate the responses and resolutions of the incidents as much as possible, and this is what gives us a quick and precise delivery of solutions. This is what the entire process of AI ops transforms into. It is the five stages, and this is where the flow of analytics works. So now we know what is AIOps, but how does it work? Let's find that out. So we have seen that systems are generating events, logs, and metrics, and that is integrated into the AI and machine learning platform where we apply noise reduction and get the meaningful information out. And then we correlate and find the patterns and find the root causes. We set up a situation room with the right people in the room. And then we pass it on to the workflow engine where the user workflow automates all the responses and solutions. On top of that, we have the visualization dashboard where we get the entire view of the AI ops system and we can track the end-to-end process from the very beginning to the end. This is how AI ops works. So if we try to summarize the entire AI ops process, we can say that it starts with noise reduction and ends with remediation. And in the middle, we try to correlate the information and bring in the right team members and collaborate and develop a context which helps us remediate and further develop solutions for the future. So now we know what is AI ops and how it works. But are there different categories of AI ops? Let's find it out. So broadly speaking, there are two types of AI ops solutions available in the market: domain-centric and domain-agnostic. Domain-centric AIOps solutions are built for a limited number of use cases because they tend to focus on a single domain and do not ingest data from other sources. They rely on their own agents or collectors to get the first-party data, and they do not entertain third-party data. So this is useful for small organizations with limited use cases. Next is domain-agnostic AIOps solutions. Domain-agnostic AIOps solutions work across domains to pull in data from multiple sources and IT technologies from multiple vendors. They take data from all your monitoring tools like logs, events, metrics, traces, and normalize, enrich, and correlate them to provide you with the ability to connect the dots and give you a more comprehensive view of all your systems. So, which is right for you? If you have a diverse set of point monitoring tools and a wide variety of technology, and know that you will be scaling in the future through cloud adoption, then starting with a domain agnostic tool will set you up for now and the future. As per Gartner, the domain agnostic platform is emerging as a standalone market, distinct from domain centric AIOps platforms. This is due to the flexibility in ingesting increasingly diverse datasets across a progressive roadmap stretching from 3 to 5 years. As organizations mature in AIOps adoption, they require a single domain-agnostic platform across INO, which is infrastructure and operations, DevOps, SRE, and in some cases, security practices. So we have come along a long way in this video. If you are still watching, I hope you like the content. A like and subscribe will do wonders to my confidence. Thanks a lot for that. Let's move on. So now we know the ins and outs of AIOps. But who is using it and what are the benefits they are getting out of it? Let's find that out now. So AIOps is being used by enterprises with large and complex IT environments. They have extensive IT environments and they span across multiple technology types. They face complexity and scale issues. And when you have a business model which is heavily dependent on IT, AIOps can make a massive difference to the success of the company. AIOps is also being embraced by small and medium-sized enterprises, particularly those born in the cloud, who need to develop and release software continuously and quickly. AIOps allows the SRE teams in these SMEs to continually sharpen their digital services while preventing glitches, malfunctions, and outages. Lastly, we have organizations with a strong DevOps presence or going through digital transformation. It makes sense for these companies to invest into AIOps to make their current processes work seamlessly and achieve the goal of digital transformation and make their company run on the AIOps platform. Let's now try to outline how AIOps is helping these companies build a better business. We are outlining here 6 ways how AIOps is helping these businesses. So first is decision making, where we use the intelligence from AIOps platform to make the right decisions, find the root causes, and provide the right solutions. Next is automation. Automation is where we use the actual decision-making power from the AIOps platform and build an automated solution for providing resolutions. Next comes preventing outages. This is where we harness the power of automation from the AIOps platforms to ensure there is no application downtime and customers don't have to experience application outages. Using the AIOps platform, the application delivery pace can be significantly enhanced. This ensures happy customer and it provides quality applications to the customer as well. Using the AIOps platform, it is possible to maintain control over the entire modern IT infrastructure and get a holistic view of the entire IT estate, thus resulting in easy and effective management. Lastly, but not least, AIOps with its highly intelligent and automated platform ensures that your customer is satisfied. That's the goal of any small, medium, or large enterprise. That's how AIOps is helping businesses. Even though AIOps is such a powerful platform and it can help the businesses serve their customer better, there have been many misconceptions about AIOps in the market. Let's try to dig into those now. First misconception is that an AIOps solution takes a long time to become valuable. In the past, AIOps solutions were mainly deployed on premises in a local data center. But with cloud, that has changed. Now AIOps solutions are deployed as software as a service, and the complexity of deploying and delivering value has been slashed significantly. Solutions that use natural language processing algorithms can deliver real business value in a matter of days versus the months and years of other solutions. Second misconception is that an AIOps solution is very expensive. That's not true anymore. With the advent of cloud and introduction of software as a service delivery models, you can start small and increase your usage incrementally based on business needs. Also, it is assumed that it is too complex to set up and manage an AIOps solution. Thanks to the introduction of SaaS offerings, now it is very easy to deploy and manage an AIOps solution. You need a fewer number of people to manage it and maintain it on a day-to-day basis, and you can actually take advantage of the features that are developed and deployed on top of AIOps solution. So by now we have developed a fair idea of how powerful AIOps is and how transformative it can be for the modern IT. So let's try to drill down into the market prospects of AIOps and how well it can do in the upcoming future. So there is an estimation by Markets and Markets that the global AIOps platform market size will grow from $2 billion in 2018 to $11 billion in 2023 at a compound annual growth rate of 34%. According to research from Digital Enterprise Journal, there has been an 83% increase in the number of organizations deploying or looking to deploy AIOps capabilities since 2018. According to a survey done by 451 Research Survey in 2020, almost half of all DevOps pros currently use AIOps. According to Enterprise Management Associates, the companies they surveyed ranked AIOps as the most successful IT analytics investments, with 81% indicating that the value they get from AIOps exceeds its cost. According to a forecast by Gartner, by the year 2023, 40% of DevOps teams will augment application and infrastructure monitoring tools with AIOps platform capabilities. So it is a no-brainer to see that AIOps has a serious potential in the upcoming future. You must be wondering, how do I actually start into the AIOps journey? Let's figure that out in this video further. You should start by building a business case. Start by identifying areas where AIOps can help. Which KPIs do you need or want to improve? How have performance issues or outages in the past have impacted your business, both financially and reputation-wise? Doing this analysis will give you an idea how and where you should implement AIOps in your business. After building your business case, you should choose the right AIOps solution for your business case. Should it be domain-agnostic? Should it be domain-centric? And you should also take into consideration the facts like how much time and effort it takes to implement the solution and how easy it is to use and maintain. There are many providers of AIOps solutions in the market like IBM, Mooksoft, and many more. You should do your research properly and understand the fundamentals of these platforms and choose the one which suits you the best. Once you have chosen the right AIOps solution, you should start small but with a specific goal. You should start with a specific problem, identify a few data sources to ingest, and develop an AIOps plan on top of that. So this is how you should approach adopting an AIOps solution into your business. But what if you wanted to build a career in AIOps? Should you be learning AIOps and building your career in AIOps? Let's figure that out next. If you're currently working in IT operations, DevOps, or SRE teams, you should definitely look forward to AIOps as your next career transition. As you know, the current AIOps job market is really hot. You could get the right push and land the job opportunity that you have been waiting for. But what if you're not into IT operations, DevOps, or SRE roles right now? You should still look forward to AIOps as your next career move, but in the meantime, you should build your fundamentals on cloud and infrastructure. Even if you could transition into IT operations, SRE, or DevOps roles right now, that should be a good career move, and you should aim for AI ops in the long run. That will give you a right push in your career for the long run. So we have covered a lot in this video. I hope you were able to gain an in-depth insight into the world of AI ops, and that is giving you the push for your next career move or the next business idea. So what is next? What I would suggest you is to keep an open mind and keep exploring more and more. The current IT job market is very fluid. You have to keep pace with the current trends in technology and be your best. Having AI in your portfolio is a must have, and that will give you a good option to choose the best career opportunities in your upcoming years. AI Ops can give your career the right push that you need. Keep learning and improving, and take your career to the new heights. I really hope that you have thoroughly enjoyed this video from the beginning till the end. If this video has been able to give you a better insight into the world of AI Ops, I would request you to please subscribe to the channel for many such videos in the future. I'm eagerly waiting for your comments for any suggestions or improvements. I would request you to please hit the like button if you've enjoyed the content of this video. It would mean the world to me. See you in the next video. Bye for now.